What's up, Gemini? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what's going on in your world. What updates we have made. Changes, shifts, what's going on? I know we just went through the 1111 portal and now we're heading towards the 1221. I'm feeling like a lot of fucking crazy twin flame energy. Which, I mean, you're a Gemini, so you've got that twin energy, and I'm sure you're feeling the shift too, right? Like, some shit's going down. What's going down, you know? So, let's see. Let us find out. My Gemini collective. All right. So, okay. You've got some knights on the board, right? So, I feel some shit coming in, right? Knight of Swords. This could be cord cutting or this could be information coming in. Flying in, right? This is it's happening. Knight of Discs, money coming in. So, that's really fucking good. The Chariot, just straight up movement, right? You might be relocating, you might go on a vacation, you might just take off out of town, I don't know. Then we have the Emperor, there you are, standing in your authority. I mean, you could be a girl too, but this is just the energy I'm reading here. It's you could be standing in your authority right now, really feeling your abundance. The Emperor is a collective of all the kings in the upright, right? This is somebody who is fully in tune with who they are, knowing what they want in life, and not having trouble aspiring, right? Strength, yes. I see that. That's the Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's hell yeah, dude. Then we have worry. What are you worried about? Okay, we have the Five of Discs. But then we also have the Empress in reverse, right? So this is pretty interesting. Maybe you're worried with this connection with this Empress, right? And she's in reverse, so it's right now she might be kind of going through some shit in her own headspace, having trouble, like I said with the Emperor, that's all the kings in the upright. She might be working on getting all of her queens in the upright, embodying fully. She's still in the metamorphosis, if you will. And maybe you're just worried with this connection with her, or whatever, or him. I don't know. It could be a man in that energy. Gender's not really a thing in tarot. We have indolence in reverse. So whatever's happening, there's no laziness here, right? That's the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's there's not lounging around and just kind of it's you're putting in work. Two of Cups. You in love, bro. You in love. You're trying to fill your cup and somebody else's cup, right? And it could be with this Empress energy in reverse, right? You're worried. You're in love. Maybe that worry is just anticipation and anxiety. What's going on? And we have the Eight of Wands, the swiftness, right? So, and we had the two knights, right? So, shit's moving fast for you. Shit's just kind of here we go. We doing this. We going on this roller coaster, right? Four of Swords, truce. So, maybe where you may have had conflict in your past with a certain energy or situation, it's you're coming to a truce with it. You might not be fully entertaining that energy, but there's no hostility or negativity in that. So let's see. Let's dive further. Let's clarify this Empress in reverse, actually, because I got a lot of cards on you and a lot of swiftness happening. So let's see what's going on, because I mean, what I do see here too also is the Emperor and the Empress are divine counterparts, right? And like I said, twin flame energy, kind of coming up. And typically with the twin flame energy, there's a lot of chasing and running and chasing and running and like, you know, it's like back and forth, which would instill a lot of worry. So that kind of makes sense to me. So let's find out, you know? And, you know, you might just kind of be like in the zone right now. Like, you're focused on your success, you're focused on other shit. You're not, you know, you're not necessarily dealing with a lot of, like, you've got a lot of good karma. That's what I'm seeing here. Alright, so the clarifiers for the Empress was the Queen of Swords. So this is her energy right now. She had to cut cords, right? I mean, there's like a sword in one hand, a man's head in the other, and her titties out. She was relaxing. She was like, the war is done, right? So I feel like maybe she's coming out of a breakup. Then we've got the Magus, this magician. So what I gather from that is like somebody that she was with, like, was like creating a lot of illusion, really deceitful, really manipulative and controlling, you know. So like it would make sense that she's not quite in the Empress like mindset, like she's still kind of like working on some shit, because I mean, when you have to cut off the head of a magician, it's not easy. You know, that's a lot of spiritual work, you know. But I mean, boy, did she do it though. You know, she's like, and I think, you know, that's something that's honorable. That's something very respectful, you know. Right now she's in, you know, I feel like, yeah, like that's the energy that you're worried about as well. Is like you've kind of got that, like, well, what if this person says no? You know, what if, you know, and you're like trying to play your cards right. You're like, I don't want to move in too quick. I don't want to move in too slow. I don't want my spot to be taken up. I see this. I feel it. Cool thing about twin flames is they're already kind of inside of you, and they kind of always have been. They're part of your soul. You can never escape your twin flame. Separation is an illusion. Basically, when you're sitting there and you've got like that monkey chatter, you know, going off in your brain, like that's typically your twin flame going through some thought shit. And it's you too, right? Like, you know. Yeah, so I got the Five of Wands too. Like, she's probably gone through a lot of strife. Or he. I keep saying she, but it's just because the energy's on the board, you know, that it's like that. But put the energies where it belongs, and, you know. But yeah, it's like, I feel like she went through a lot, you know. Like, it's not an easy path that she took. And I feel like you understand that, you know, and that's kind of where you're like, you're the emperor, right? You're understanding, you're mature, you're very responsible, you stand in your own authority, and you're so fucking supportive, right? Two swords in reverse. This also kind of went with, like, where you have the truce card, this piece in reverse is very opposite of that, right? So I feel like right now there's just not a lot of peace in her current circumstance, and that's kind of why, like, I feel like she's going through a tower. Yeah, she's going through a tower, or she just came out of a tower. And so, you know, I feel like right now, like, communication and love and bonding should happen on a slow pace, you know, like, because you don't know what she's coming out of, or you do, and you don't want to scare this energy, right? But I feel like you're like feeling like, but I'm ready, you know, and you're like, I've waited my whole life for this, and then she's like, I just went through some shit, bro, like, hold on, wait for me, I'll be there, you know, and it's like, whatever this energy is, though, it's like, you know, and that could be you. I don't know. You could be the Empress. going through shit. But I read it as the first energy out on the board as the person I'm reading. So take it as you will. Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't worry. I feel like you shouldn't worry, you know? Besides, you might be seeing her cutting down men left and right? And you're just like, fuck, is she gonna do that to me? Like, what do I say? What do I do? How do I not become part of that? You know? You're like, I'm dealing with the goddess Kali right now. Like, how do I handle that shit? She's just like cutting men down left and right. And you know what? Shiva could handle that. You know? Shiva, I mean, well, I guess she did accidentally kill Shiva once during a blood rage. When she was like killing some dude. But she did bring him back to life because she loved him so much. And she was very sorry. So, you know. So, you know, even Kali's got a soft spot. And you're a Gemini. You can handle shit. You can handle shit. So, right, so we've got Sanctuary in reverse. This is kind of like the Hermit card in reverse. This is like stepping out of your comfort zone, right? This is like, you're like, I no longer have a safety net. I'm going to jump. You know, you're like, I don't know. I feel that, though. It's kind of cool, though, because I just feel like you just want to storm the gates and save the princess. You know? That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. Like, you're just like, how many motherfucking dragons do I need to slay right now? And she's over here like, I've been slaying. What are you talking about? You know? It's such cute energy. I love this. I don't know. I don't think you should be worried. Fret not, my little Gemini. You will be okay. You're probably like, what the fuck is this feeling, though? You're like, I feel like you're just kind of like, you feel like this shit just hit you like a fucking ton of bricks, right? Just out of fucking nowhere. You're like, and here I am. Fucking love struck. What's going on? What's happening? Raven's wand in reverse. So no, like, magic is being used in this. Like, I know you're a magical fucking creature. And so obviously you're with him, or like, daydreaming about a magical fucking creature. But you're not manipulating it. It's like you want it to happen, like, naturally. You're not trying to, like, do any, like, you're not acting like some shady magician, right? You're not, like, you're not trying to manifest a certain outcome. You're just kind of like, if this is right, it's right, you know? And honestly, that's the best fucking way. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is probably magic. It's probably knowing that you have that to fall back on. But you're like, no, I'm doing shit the right way. Very valiant of you. Very noble. My goodness. Okay. Winter's Throne. Right? This is very beautiful. I mean, we are stepping into winter right now, so it's like going onto that throne, really stepping into your light, really owning your position, right? Changing faces, right? Like, I feel like that really ties into that. Like, you are no longer in apprentice mode, you know, you're going into mastery. The student becomes the teacher kind of energy. The power of words in reverse, like, maybe you're struggling to find the right words. Like, maybe you're like, what do I say? What do I do? Stop worrying. You know? There's, I say relax, you know? I say relax, you know, because we've got independence, right? This is somebody who can handle their own, somebody who has handled their own, somebody who just knows the flow, right? Mistakes teach us. I feel like both parties here are learning from past mistakes, and that's why you're being so cautious. That's why you're like, I don't want to fuck up. Family matters, and this came right after mistakes teach us. So maybe like you saw the mistakes in your own family, right? You saw where they went wrong, and you're like, I don't want to replay that. I don't want to go through that shit. I don't want to do that nonsense, and that's beautiful that you don't. I love that because that's how new traditions get started, right? By dropping off all the old shit in the past and letting it die there. I just feel like this is very beautiful energy. I honestly don't even know like what more to say except that I wish you all the luck in the world and let things happen organically, you know? I know you want to come in with the swiftness. I see that. I know you're just like, I just want to sweep this person off their feet. And I know you want to storm the gates. But she's already slaying the dragons, okay? Like, there will be no dragons left for you to slay by the time you reach her, right? And then you're gonna realize, like, you're both warriors, you know? And this is not somebody who needs you to take care of them. So when or if this partnership happens, I say when because like this seems like pretty prominent, but like whatever happens here, I feel like it'll happen the right way. It'll just flow so naturally. It'll come so organically that it's not gonna feel like unnatural. You know, like you know how we've got like this like modern idea of dating and how everything has to play out in a certain, you know, whatever. I feel like if you were to go on dates with this person, it wouldn't feel like that. It would feel like you're just spending time with somebody that you genuinely care about. And just talking, you know, it's not going to be like awkward and you're not going to go through that like, oh, what do I do? Like, you know, how do I impress this? You know, it's like things will just flow so naturally because you're already like naturally kind of compatible here, right? Yeah, I don't even know what more to say on the matter except that like real love is never forced, you know? Real connections are never forced. It's like you meet each other and you're like, my soul knows you. Just as we've done this before. You know, you're just like, and that just happens. So whatever the case, I feel like you are gonna be fine. And I feel like the situation is gonna work itself through. Um, Solutions always come with patience, right? Be patient with her because it looks like she's gone through some shit. You know, she's dealt with a lot of magicians. And so you have to kind of prove that you're not just another magician, that you are an emperor. You know, that you are something different, that you are stepping in to your own power and like living your own shit. But yes, that's what I have for you. I love you all. Namaste. And I wish you all the luck in the world.